Welcome back, True Seeker. March 6th, 2019. The big news this morning, the interview released by CBS, R. Kelly being accused of having sex with underage women. This story does not come this morning by an accident. It's because it's March 6th, the date that's written 6/3 like 63 in the majority of the world, in the language of gematria, which is the practice of coding numbers into words, which is the language that mainstream media uses every single day to contrive their propaganda and their programming. In this language, racism sums to 63. And we pointed out how on February 22nd, 2019, which was a date with 63 numerology, that was the day R. Kelly was charged with having sex with minors. He received 10 charges. Every detail of the R. Kelly story building up to this moment has been released by the numbers and by this code that has everything to do with racism. Keep in mind this story is coming out of Chicago, like how Emmett Till was from Chicago and how this past summer the federal government reopened the investigation of the killing of Emmett Till after 63 years, which is a story that has everything to do with racism. Over the years, we've tracked many stories that have to do with 63 and racism. Roseanne Barr got her show canceled over a tweet, which came 63 days after the debut of the show. Not an accident. That was about racism. Bill Cosby has been shamed by the numbers. Bill Cosby, he had the same headline made about him 63 days apart. Cosby ruled a sexually violent predator. And then again, Ord finds Bill Cosby as a sexually violent predator. These two headlines were exactly 63 days apart. Again and again, you will see racially divisive propaganda contrived around these numbers. And that's why R. Kelly was charged on the date with 63 numerology. And now on 6/3, March 6th, you get this latest detail. Notice how CNN emphasizes this headline, "I have been assassinated." That sums to 76. Important number in regards to black history. In Gematria and Negro Slave Blues Rasta, they all sum to 76. The Million Man March was on October 16th, the day leaving 76 days left in the year, not by accident. The first black president, number 44, elected 44 years after the Civil Rights Act, was Barack Obama, a name that sums to 76. And in the 44th book of the Bible, Acts 7:6, is where the prophecy of 400 years comes from. And this year, 2019, in August, will be the 400-year anniversary of slaves arriving in Virginia. That's why Virginia was such a point of focus with racially divisive propaganda during Black History Month, February 2019. So who's doing this? That's the question people always ask. And if you're new here, you don't know the answer. But if you follow me, you already know the answer. We talk about the same things almost every single day. How all news is contrived propaganda to program the populace. The mainstream media for decades, for as long as it has existed, has programmed the populace to believe that black men are dangerous. They're sexually aggressive. They're physically violent. They're thieves. They're addicts. This is media programming. That's what today's news is. Just like how you program a computer with numbers, the media programming is also done by the numbers. But as for the people who are responsible, here it is right here. From R. Kelly's birthday to the interview airing today is his 58th day of his age. 58. Big number for the Freemasons. Freemasonry 58, Rosicrucian 58, Secret Society 58. A lot of things that have to do with Freemasonry are 58. Freemasonry controls media from the news to entertainment, including the world of recording, Hollywood, professional sports. To become a Freemason, you have to be three things. You have to be a man, you have to believe in God, and you can't have been an ancestor of a slave. Think about it. In the interview, if you've seen the clips, they're emphasizing the younger of two women that he's supposedly living with, and he's been paying the parents to live with these two young women, which sounds really suspect. But the media's accusing R. Kelly of beginning a sexual relationship with the girl Azriel Clary when she was 17 4 years ago. And he's denying that. And I just couldn't help but notice that her name also sums 258. She's the big focus. Later today, we're supposed to hear from her and the parents. But just understand, all of this is planned and coordinated ritual. And honestly, R. Kelly is probably a willing participant in this. Again, when these entertainers, when they sign their lives away to become famous and get the big money and all that comes with it, I don't know if they realize it when they do sign their lives away or not, but essentially they become puppets on strings of this cabal. The Zionist Masonic alliance that controls the world of media and entertainment and routinely shames black men. So, if you're somebody out there that's letting the media play your emotions and distract your mind, and you're getting invested in these stories and you're fighting and arguing with people in your life about this information, just realize the people who put out this information, they're getting exactly what they want from you. They want you to be distracted. They want you to be emotionally invested. That's the whole purpose of what they do every single day. Every single day. They want your mind's eye. Everyone needs this knowledge so they can see through the deception, they can see through the programming, they can see through what is really being done. We'll leave it there, Truth Seeker. Until next time.